Generic greetings and welcome back to production line once again. Today's beverage is quite nice, but a bit of a concoction, I must confess. It is chamomile and lavender tea with added ginger. That might sound really strange, and it is, and it's a very, very, very weird taste, but I've got a cold coming on, my throat is really sore, and this is a lovely, soothing beverage. So, production line, I haven't featured this in quite some time, but that's okay. It's still a game that is early on in development. As you can see from the top right, this is alpha 1.16, and I featured it quite heavily as a preview, as solo videos like this one, as well as doing a full series, so giving it a break is no problem whatsoever. But there's been some new stuff added and I wanted to try it, and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. Let's go to new game and we'll go for the Giant Factory Bullet Editor. By the way, Giant Factory doesn't actually make giants. It's not a factory that pumps out giants, whether it be iron ones or jolly green ones, but it allows you to have a fairly big area for building, and you can also edit your starting cash now, which is quite good. So 15000000, there's 5 million. We'll save that, and we'll save it as probably custom mission 1, and then save that. I guess we have to go to main menu and then back onto there, and then there you go, we can play the mission. Excellent. Right, so one of the new things that has been added, there's been several new things, lots of tweaks, lots of changes. I haven't played it in about 3 or 4 weeks probably, but I have been keeping an eye on all the devlogs and all the patches and stuff. The main thing that's been added, at least the one that made me want to jump back on it, is new cars. So, or new car, should I say. So if we go to car designs, there's nothing there at the moment because we haven't made any, but it is in research. Scroll down, we can see that we have, there it is there. We have administration research, and then we have computerized sales and body design, and then you can build an SUV body. So we're going to research administration, and we're going to go up that one there. So first things first, I will go to our building tree. And there's been some changes made here. You can see what's unlocked and things like that. What's locked and unlocked. There's been changes to the powertrain and the engine and such. So now you can you essentially build the engine instead of bringing like different parts in. You can build. I'm guessing do you build the gearbox and the engine and then marry the two together? I don't know if that's in there, if it got a flywheel. But yeah, there's been changes to that as well as some of the body stuff and whatnot. Just been changes around the place. With it being very early on in development, obviously these changes are going to come thick and fast. But we need to concentrate really on our research. So I think I'm going to put them in this corner. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Just to beast off this quite quickly. You can hold shift now and build them in multiples, which is fantastic. I don't know if you could do that before. Maybe you could, but just being able to do it is really nice. Click on that. We'll put a resource importer there. We'll also go for, actually we'll unpause it. We'll go for max speed here. Actually no, we won't. We'll leave it on normal speed. We'll go for a export system solution there, and then we'll start building our cars. So if you're not aware of really what the game is like, essentially you build cars. So you start off building a chassis, and we'll do a very, very, very basic construction system here. So we'll put our chassis assembly there. So you build the chassis, and then it takes a certain amount of time, and there's loads of numbers which we'll come to later on. And then you fit the body, and then you paint it, and then you fit the engine, and then you fit the accessories, and then finally you do a quality check, and then you ship it essentially. So we'll connect all these up with conveyors, and obviously it's going to cost us money to do all this, but it doesn't really matter because we've got so much money. It's not about getting this won or anything, this game. There's no winning state, not on this. We're just having a mess around and trying different things. So there's all that connected up, but you can see it says no route to stockpile. So we'll fix that by going to our resource conveyor, and then we go into another mode where we can connect the resource conveyor up. Because this is a very, very, very basic production line, I'm not going to bother at all really with stretching things out and moving it around so that resources are imported in different ways. I'm just going to connect everything up to everything and let it crack on. So all the resources will stream along and then get dumped in whatever areas. I don't know why it's not placing this one first. I don't know. There's very, very strange. It has an interesting way of populating the stockpiles. Sometimes it'll put them in there. Sometimes it'll put it in here. You would think that the start of this would have priority, or rather the start of the end. It wouldn't be the middle, especially when you've just, well, if there's no line going. Hang on, that's not connected up for some reason. That's very strange. I might have right-clicked there at some point. Yes, if you're just starting the line, then obviously this should take priority because this needs resources first rather than these ones, and so forth. But anyway, Alpha Games Alpha. Let's connect that up there. And in my experience, these sort of systems with lines and stuff, unless you're doing it manually, it's never going to be perfect. There's always something going to go slightly wrong. This is what we always come back to, Factorio, the game of games. The game that people still want me to play more of, but I haven't. Either way, I've done several series on it, is that not enough? And actually played a multiplayer with different people as well, but not on the channel. But yeah, it's one of those things that, doing it all manually is the game, whereas this, obviously, it's about resource. It's not really about managing your resources. It's about like stockpiling the right amount, about altering different things in terms of your upgrades, as well as different research alternatives and stuff like that, and then making the right car for the right price, as well as putting additional stuff in. So at the moment, we can only really build very basic car. That's all it's going to be. So it's classed as, I believe, a sedan, and it is not going to tell me. I believe this is a sedan, but we do have the SUV, which is sports utility vehicle. I've never understood what that means. Does it mean like when you can put a couple of kids and some footballs in the back? Is that what it means, sports utility? Or maybe you go golfing, not on the actual green, you understand, but I'm guessing that's what it's for. It's essentially a what would we call it in the UK? Silly, I think we'd probably call it, but no, I don't know what the term in the UK would be for it. Anyway, so this is our sedan. It's 5-door, so you got front left and right, rear left and right, and then your boot or tailgate or whatever. The thing is, because this is, I'm guessing, supposed to be an American factory. I don't know why it would be an American factory. I think it's because the guy that made it, or making this Klifsky, I'm pretty sure he did a dev blog, and he said he went to like I think he went to Detroit or something like that and checked out all the factories and stuff. I could be completely making that up. That could be completely fabricated, but seems about right. Either way, it's all Americanized. In fact, we'll see. What does it say in here? Airbags. I don't know how to say airbag. Airbags. Hood. Yeah, we call them a bonnet. Trunk. We call it a boot. Yeah, so it is. I'm guessing either American or I don't know what everyone in Europe calls it, or Russia, or China, or Japan. I really don't. You know what? Yeah, I don't know. They're all interchangeable. The front bit and the back bit. Anyway, making car. There you go. Job done. Let's max speed this bad boy out. So we've got some amount of energy which is equal to 0, and we are taking nearly 10,000. So if you look at our charts of Chartington, this is like an output. So this will show you that, well, actually running is only about 40%. So this is giving us an output on our efficiency as well as what we're waiting for, where the backlogs are. This will change based on, what you're inputting, where the backlogs are, which we can clearly see is about here. There's my next research. I'm going to go over to body design straight away because I'm trying to get this SUV body. But you can see it's straight away, this is the backlog. Oh, there's our new car. So first things first, we need to name the car, and we'll call it the Generi Drive, because why not? And now, unlike previous versions, you can not only just increase or decrease the sale price, but you can actually up the different parts of it. So you can say, look, this bit here is going to cost you more. Now, I don't know why you would do this. This is just Q&A, quality assurance. Because that's all we've done. It's a basic car with quality assurance. We haven't put any airbags in it. We haven't put any... I say we haven't put sunroofs. That looks like a sunroof to me. We haven't put any vehicle lane warning systems or collision systems or anything like that. Run flat tires, just in case you're involved in a massive conflict in the middle of your street. Things like that. We haven't bothered doing that, so we can up and down these prices. Now, I don't know why you would do that. I don't know how that would affect the game. I'm guessing later on that you would have certain parts that are more in demand. So for whatever reason, you might have an event in the game that says, oh, well, look, all cars to pass this certain star rating must have this, and then maybe that'll affect overall buyer wants. So they'll say, look, I really want, they'll be coming at the showroom and say, look, has it got this? Has it got, auto reverse parking or something like that? And you say, yes, it has, of course, and then you can charge a premium for that. Maybe that's what's going to happen later on. I don't know. But either way, you can alter the price, which is useful. I mean, I don't know. All I do is look at the showroom, and if there's too many cars there, I reduce the price, and if there's none there, I'll up the price until we find a nice middle ground. Anyway, so we are producing cars. This is fine. We can go for a components now. We can see a big list of all the components that is either in stockpiles, consuming price. Prices fluctuate based on usage, I'm guessing. Obviously, you can produce some of these, or a lot of these parts in your own factory. If you go over to research, you can see you've got retooling, metal rolling. Strange. I actually haven't seen that advanced production. But you can get radiator manufacture. You can manufacture your own radiator. So instead of having to buy the radiator in, you can just buy the wrought iron. Just bring in the iron ore and fabricate it from scratch. Well, it wouldn't be. It would be processed metal, you understand, and such. But yeah, you bring it in, do the jobs, whack, and hopefully make more profit. But because the game is alpha, obviously it's going to fluctuate and there's going to be loads of problems and whatnot. There's also achievements as well, which I've never seen before. I've got an efficiency awareness, so that's cool. We've got some others which I haven't really read. What's this one? Produce 100 cars, 50 cars, and what was it? 100 cars, 500 cars, 1,000 cars. What's that? High octane output, yeah, revenues, stuff like that. Either way, don't really care too much for it. Nice that it's in, but obviously proof of concept mainly that it's in, then more that'll be added and expanded on later on. So yeah, we're building, we've unlocked body design, so we'll go for SUV body. There we go. This is the only one in the game so far. I'm guessing there's going to be things like trucks. So you'll have, or like flatbed trucks, you will have, not like, 18 wheelers. That would be cool if you could build really big trucks. But no, we're talking things like pickup trucks, I'm guessing. What do the Australians call them? Is it like a ute or something like that? Which is, I think that's correct, but it's like, it is essentially a fast pickup, a really fast pickup. But anyway, what else? Yeah, so you've got, you could have hatchbacks, you could have, little like, I don't know, electric cars, all sorts of stuff. Because at the moment it's just a car with an engine that is undisclosed fuel source. Not electric. It's not electric cars in here, but they are internal combustion engine. But it doesn't tell us whether it's a rotary engine, whether it's petrol, whether it's diesel, jet turbine. I'm assuming it won't be that, but it's internal combustion. But having the other stuff would be quite cool. Lots of room for expansion in this sort of game, isn't there? But anyway, we're outputting that, and that's fine. There's our SUV body, but now we have to go... Scroll up! Come on! I wish this scroll would go faster. We have to go for chassis specialization. The reason for that is the way you build another model of car is you change it on the chassis, so you build a different chassis from the beginning, but you can only do that if you don't have these grouped components, so you have to research the ungrouped components, and that's quite fast in doing that, so excellent. Let's go for engine specialization. Actually, no, we won't. We'll go for probably more robots, because it's generally the way forward. So we'll go back to normal speed now, and what we'll do, open our build tab, and then we'll go down to chassis assembly, and we can fit axles, fit undercarriage, and then the fuel tank. So we'll probably build it along... I don't really care, to be honest, where we build it. It's not as if we're going to keep this factory. We'll build it from here. Perhaps. Like that. And there's our axles. Then we'll fit the undercarriage. Then we'll fit the fuel tank. Now, we really need to go around and check just how long it's going to take to do this. So that says 2 minutes, 9 seconds, 4 minutes, 6 minutes. So 6 minutes is our... I guess middle ground. Then we fit the body, which is 31 minutes. But if we have 3 of them, that'll take it down to about 10 minutes. Do I really want to go on that? Oh, yeah, go on then. We'll do that. We'll do it. So we'll go 1, 2, and then 3. Holding shift. Very good. Paint 34. So again, we'll go for 1, 2, and then 3. And then the engine, it's probably only 2 required, I would think, perhaps. Yeah, that'll do. And I've actually not... Oh, yes, I have left enough gappage. Accessories, 14 seconds. We could probably get away with just the 1, perhaps. Or do I want 2? We'll put the 2 in just because we can, I guess. And then finally, we'll quality check. Quality check is 5 seconds. 5 minutes, no problem. Put a quality check just in there. And then finally, we'll have our export. So you can see we've already really increased production on this one. So conveyors will go along from here and here. And then I tend to go up and along like this. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. It's always what I've done previously. These ones don't need to connect up to anything but themselves like that, which is why I didn't add extra gappage things. There's no gappage. That's a word now. There's that and that. That's connected up. That's fine. Yeah, so I haven't left much room for expansion, but I always tend to go up and then back down, so they all go onto the line. Now they should go to the far end and then stack up, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Anyway, there's that connected up, and then these will come along into probably that, and that should be it. Really, that should just have to stream down, come along into here, and then out the door. Essentially. Okay, so we are just short now of resource importers, and we'll want 2, 3 that, and then obviously we want the conveyors. So these ones back here we will have going around and connected up like so, and then that's essentially all those connected. And you can actually see it does next project to do as well. More robots, please. Yes, you can see it actually changes the color as well, which is quite nice as well. So these ones are going to be a little bit more difficult because we need to what's the best way of doing this? I think across like that. And then that. There we go. There's all that connected up. And then these ones at the back, which we'll have to... actually, we'll probably cancel that. We'll go that way. My question is, does it change the sprite? It does change the thing again. Ah, excellent. Didn't used to. Used to have a bit of a problem with changing that. This is the problem. Look, it's going to connect up to the other line. That's a crying shame. Crying shame. So we'd have to go along. Cancel. Damn it. Cancel the full thing. You can hold shift, yeah, and delete part of it. So we'll fit the body again. Put that back in. Like so. And then we'll have a resource conveyor coming along, and then we'll connect that up, which is going to be the only... It's going to connect up here as well. Get rid of those. Right. Come on. And then it should be able to go straight along. Yes, it can. Straight along to there. This is nowhere near efficient, by the way. Not that my previous factories were efficient, you understand. It's just, this is even less. So we're going to actually pause a second because I've not done what I needed to do, which is go to the fit axles, and now you can change from sedan to SUV. But what you can do, you can add the SUV, and this is like a production schedule. And it even says there. And it'll do one then the other, one then the other, one then the other. So if you put 10 in here, so I'll delete, say, the SUV, and I can then put, say, SUV, produce 10 of them, please. So it's going to produce 1 sedan, 10 SUVs. If it has, I'm guessing, I guess if you have something like this, where it says 10 and 5, I'm assuming, only assumption here, that it'll do 10 then 5, 10 then 5. It's not going to split them up, so it's not going to say, right, there's 15 cars in total, we're going to divide that so we output one and then the other one, and trying to make it as even as possible. So 2 SUVs to 1 sedan. I don't think it does that. I think it's just one then the other. But either way, we're going to completely get rid of sedan. We don't want that. We want to just do SUV, and then we'll crack on. In fact, there's no real reason why we've got a number there. Because you've only got the 1, it'll produce 10, then they'll say, right, what's the next one? There isn't a next one, let's produce another 10 of these. So it's just going to crack on. It's only a ratio. So, we've also got upgrades, which you can now see is extra robots. That pop-up was in the wrong time. So you can actually get extra robots. And I'm thankful that you can actually get both. You can get all the upgrades. Now, originally you press the first upgrade and then it would close the tab. Now, it's just quickly pressy, job done. Although, you do still get the problem with the factories where they're very large like this and you really want to upgrade them all in one go. Maybe, can you select them in multiple? No, you can't shift and click, which is a shame because you should be able to. If you shift and click them all and select multiple parts, you'll be able to upgrade them all. Be very, very good, but you can't, alas. Right, so there's some sedans coming out, but you can see now, hang on, yes, you can, there you go. There is our SUVs, slightly different. Yeah. I don't know if there's been more detail added to these cars, but, or whether I've just not paid much attention. But you can actually see, like, you know, the tinting of the windows, but then you get you can see the order in which stuff's built, so you can see, like the seat that at the moment doesn't have any seats or anything, but it will actually get seats when you go over to here, and you can see them getting placed in, which is really cool. That's not right. Now it is not right either. Hang on. There we go. That's correct now. When I was doing the series, it was always a little bit hair-raising when you'd look at something and go, oh god, have I got it right? Because if you miss out one step, especially when you have, for example, all of this unlocked, like the chassis assembly, like you're doing all the axles and stuff, and you're manufacturing them from scratch, and if you miss one section out, especially if you build it in one lump, and you miss one section out, and you haven't left any gaps, you have to go around and change it all. Oh, luckily, in the series that I did, it only happened, I think, once or twice, and even then it was only a minor thing, and I left enough room to fix it. But we were outputting a lot of cars on that. I think we went for the 2-second car. We did actually make a car. Not in 2 seconds, that's impossible. But we're not Star Trek Replicator. But we were outputting a car. We were putting a car out the door every 2 seconds. We might have even got it close to 1 second at one point as well, which is quite good. So yeah, there you go. There is our first SUV. Hasn't got a spoiler on. It does make slightly different models where sometimes they'll have spoilers on, like sometimes they won't. Yeah, that's coming along. A new sound as well. You can hear there's actually some new music, which is I was sick of the whatever the other one was. It was like a looping sound over and over and over again. I think this one does go around, but it's don't know, it doesn't stick in your head as much. So we've got no wheels on these, but they will be putting them on. In fact, they'll be putting them on right here, because there you go, there's the wheels. There's also a new, I think that's got a pit in now. Yeah, you got like a pit here either side. Don't know if that was in previously. I'd never noticed it previously. It's difficult when you come back to a game you haven't played in quite a bit, because you look at things and you go, oh, look at that, I remember seeing that, or do I? Your brain plays tricks on you. It's like, did I see that previously, or is this just a new feature? Don't know. But anyway, let's max speed this out. You can see that our main backlog is the fitting in the body, which we knew that was going to happen anyway. Let's choose our next research. I don't really care. Paint, specialization, even though I can't assign anything to it. Let's upgrade all of these with extra robots, which brings their production time down to 25 seconds. So fine. Aha! There is our first SUV. Look at that. Very nice. So this is going to be generic SUV. And again, you can alter the price. I'm just going to give it a nice markup because it's a new model. It's the new model. There we are. And they're going to ship out. And there's some more research that I'm not going to care about anymore. So that says insufficient resources. It's going to take a while for the stream of resources to get there. Yeah, it's building it. That's fine. Yes, you can see the lovely SUVs in really gaudy colours, I must confess. So we've got this bright turquoise / teal colour. We've got a sort of ice blue going on here. Very, 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 very sort of rose red, I guess, and that would be, I don't know, forklift orange we'll call it, because it's very similar to the forklift that's there. Good grief. No white cars yet, or just solid black cars. I don't know why anyone would have a white car. It just shows all the dirt. So there we go. There's actually one of them. Yeah. Right. What else can we research? I'm interested about this advanced production. I don't even know what it makes. I'm just gonna have a quick check out. And also my beverage is really cool. I haven't touched it. Let's just neck that. Get the medicine into you. Oh yes, right. It's not medicine. It's just a nice beverage. I was gonna say these look really different. It's because it's without wheels, and that'll do it. Cars look very different without wheels. Although where I live, they tend to be on bricks after one night. Right. So where do we need to go from here? Well, let's check out our overall efficiency. Now, you can't... This is an overall factory efficiency. This doesn't count in this. So what you can do, in order to figure out how efficient this is, you'd have to delete, say, this one. I know this is stupidly inefficient. Horribly inefficient. But we don't have anywhere to check the stats out and stuff. I think I've said previously, you know, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it, sort of thing. What the hell is that going on? That's a bit glitchy. Okay, that's drawing it off to the end screen for infinity. Yeah, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it, and obviously as the game progresses, we'll get more like tools and statistics and stuff, so we can look at things, figure out where there's a problem with a certain item in the factory, a certain line, and then fix it. Anyway, what I was going to do, that was advanced manufacturing, metal rolling. I prefer the retooling. So let's have a quick look at this. We'll close that. Either way, my factory is nearly 60% running. So 50% efficiency. That's okay. I think if I remove that, it'll probably be a lot less. A lot more, sorry. Looks like the showroom is still okay. If you're having loads of cars just fill up there constantly, then obviously you're going to get an issue. There's loads of streams of all these parts. I think you can turn that in the options. Resource converge UI. No, I think the resource converge UI is... Yes, it is. It's the bit that I was on about previously. It is, yeah, that I really like. Oh, an achievement. Millionized revenue. Proud day for the car factory. Taking $1 million in revenue. Keep firing on all cylinders. Thanks. Cheers. Right. Building. And... we've got research office and a research centre. I'm guessing research centre is better. Seems new. What sort of things can this advanced manufacturing do? I don't know. It doesn't really have anything here. I'd have to check it up some more. Make steel sheets. I'm guessing metal rolling. I'm guessing if you have metal rolling... Yeah, make steel sheets. Right, okay. These basic retooling increases refund when demolishing equipment. Right, okay. And then high up a power plant. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm guessing over here it is make a drive shaft. Right. So this is, again, just an assumption. Let's go for, say, fuel tank manufacture. The fuel tank manufacturing, it'll require steel sheets. So you can either buy in the steel sheets, or if you have the advanced tooling, sorry, the advanced... production, you can then just bring in big lump of steel and then roll the metal yourself into sheets. It sounds about right, but again, don't know because I ain't tried it. Could research it and try it, but you know what, probably take quite a while. Either way, gonna leave it there. That's a little bit of a production line, the new stuff. SUVs, cool, yeah, it's it is okay, I guess. It's nice to get see another car in it, and obviously, hopefully this will be one of many, I assume. I can't imagine there just being 2 cars. There's going to be lots of more in. Yeah, progressing on quite nicely. One weird thing, it's for some reason running at 23 FPS. Don't really know why. Don't know why, it's locked at that. I'm not being all frame rate police or anything like that, but just a bit interesting. Just not a complaint, just an observation. Actually, it is a bit of a complaint. Why is it doing that? Alpha Games Alpha. Anyway, as you can see, SUVs coming off the line, making money, job done. What's our total monies now? Yeah, not great. Well, it is great, but that's only because we hacked loads into it when we started the game. Anyway, links in the description so you can check it out yourself if you do so desire. I will be featuring more of this. I'm just going to wait until it's a little bit further down the line. I do like SUVs, but I mean, I don't... Good grief, look at that stream of all the blue stuff have been used. Yeah, I do like the SUV stuff, but I won't be doing another series on it probably until we get a couple more things added to do more different stuff. But I do like the ability to change the price on different things. Because we made a car in the series where it was... pretty much, I think it was called the Every Car, and it had everything possible. So pollen filters, it had like all of the stereo options, sunroof, all of the safety features. We made a really safe car, really cheap car, things like that. So we did a lot of the options. Anyway, I'm rambling on. As always, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.